In a quiet village nestled between two hills, there lived an old man named Hari. His back was bent with age, but his eyes still held the sparkle of wisdom. He lived alone in a modest clay house with a garden full of jasmine and lemongrass. People often passed by his home to hear stories or ask advice, for Hari had once been a great traveler and merchant. In the same village, there was a young man named Arjun. Strong, proud, and hungry for success, Arjun worked harder than anyone in the fields. He dreamed of becoming the wealthiest man in the region. But he also had a temper, and when things didn't go his way, he cursed the skies and blamed his luck. One morning, Arjun came to Hari, visibly upset. "Old man," he snapped, "I've lost everything. A storm last night destroyed my crops. I had borrowed money for seeds. Now I have nothing left. It's all gone." Hari listened patiently, then gestured to the small bench under his neem tree. "Sit," he said. "Let me tell you a story." Arjun huffed but sat anyway. Hari began, "When I was your age, I too lost everything. I had a shop full of spices in the city. One night, a fire burned it all to ashes. I was ruined. I cursed my fate, like you. I wanted to give up. But with no money, no goods, and no home, I was forced to travel by foot to another town. On the way, I helped a wounded traveler. He turned out to be a prince in disguise. He offered me a job in his court. Years later, I was not only wealthy but respected far more than I had been before." Arjun raised an eyebrow. "Are you saying loss is good?" "No," Hari said. "Loss is painful. But what you do with that pain is what defines your future. Loss clears the clutter. It humbles us. It teaches us to look in new directions." Arjun was quiet for a moment. Then he said, "But I don't have a prince waiting for me." Hari smiled. "You don't need a prince. You just need to stay open to what the loss is trying to show you." Days passed. Arjun returned to his field and began clearing the debris. As he worked, he noticed a patch of land that had always been too dry for farming was now moist from the storm's runoff. Curious, he dug and found a small spring bubbling below. With the help of other villagers, he turned it into a well. The land that was once unusable became fertile, and his new crops thrived. Years later, Arjun became the largest grain supplier in the region, not because of luck, but because he had learned to see possibility in loss. One evening, Arjun sat beside the same neem tree, this time with his own son. He pointed to Hari's old, now abandoned house and said, "That man taught me the most valuable thing in life. Not how to win, but how to lose, and still move forward." His son asked, "What do you call that lesson?" Arjun smiled. "The lesson in the loss. Sometimes, it is only when we lose everything that we gain the eyes to see what truly matters, and what new paths await."